Hi everyone, I'm Charlene from So Dressmaking, and today I have a little update on what I've been making and how I'm getting on with my two new sewing patterns. So I am so excited with the progress that I've made. Yeah, I am very excited for these patterns. I think they're going to be great sort of beginner level patterns, will suit so many different people. And yeah, I'm really excited. So the first one that I have been talking about is my trouser pattern. So I actually made 4 pairs in a week. So this was not this week, the week before. It's such a quick pattern, and I really enjoy making it. So I made, first up, I was making these 2 pairs. So these are both cottons from Rainbow Fabrics. This is one of their extra wides. So I actually made these from 1 meter and still had some left over. And then this, I think, is one of their like dead stock shirting fabrics. But this is the same style as I made in the blue and grey stripes. So the first pair I made, so they both have the like cuff at the bottom that comes in to the tie. We have pockets here at the sides and then pockets at the back too. So this was the original idea, and as always it develops and it grows. I can never stick to just one option. So yeah, I had made these, and then there's a pair of trousers. I think they could be from COS as far as I remember. I can check that, but I've seen a few different like fashion bloggers and stuff wearing them, and they're culottes, and they're in like quite a structured cotton, and they've got a really wide shape where they nearly like curve out from the waist, and they're really wide legs. So with the shape of these, I could see that was going to work. So there's the option to not do the cuff but lengthen the main leg a little bit, and it gives perfect cloth. And I used the dead stock heavy cotton that I got recently from Fabric Godmother in the like really pale butter yellow, and oh my god, love them so much. Like, so pleased that I got that fabric and I made those trousers in it. I think that fabric will be like the heaviest that will be used for this. I don't think any heavier, and the elastic waistband isn't going to work, but they work so well for those cloths, and they hold the structure of them really well, and it is exactly the look that I was going for. And I was wearing them during the week so I wore these on Wednesday to my sewing class that I was teaching, and then I wore the other ones on Thursday, and there's some of the same people at both, and they couldn't believe that it was the same pattern. You know, from using this fabric, this cotton is really like soft and quite drapey, whereas the other one had that structure, and then obviously the difference in the legs, and they couldn't believe it was the same thing. So it was reassuring then to know that they are similar but still look different. And then, so I absolutely love them. I wore them with my brown polka dot top, and just love that outfit so much. Really pleased with it. I'll put some pictures in. And then I haven't got photos of these two yet, which is why I have them here. And then I decided, after watching the first episode of The Sewing Bee, Heather very kindly reminded me with her fabric choice for the first pattern challenge that I had the blue and red lobster print linen viscose from Fabric Godmother. So I had, for some reason, I don't know why, I probably just had ran out of space, I didn't put them in my cupboard where I keep all my fabrics. They were somewhere else, and I completely forgot about the fabric. And when me and Emily were watching it, I remembered then that I had it and that I had intended to make shorts in it. So I pulled that out last week, and I actually used this pattern for the shorts as well. So there will be a short option too. So they're not like knee length, but they're not short either. They're like a mid-thigh sort of a length, and really nice. Absolutely love them too. So pleased with them. I wore them last Saturday when we went to like a local summer festival thing. So yeah, absolutely love them. And I did have someone come up and comment that they loved my shorts, which is still, it's always lovely to hear. So yeah, I was very pleased with them too. So that was 4 pairs made basically in a week. I have photographed it. I am ready for the instructions. I'm ready to start grading. I was making these floral ones sort of to remind me of the steps before I was taking photos of the striped ones, because sometimes I knew when I made the cuff bottom the first time, there was a few things I went back and changed, so I just wanted to make sure I was getting it all right. So yeah, I am so excited for this pattern. So this is going to be the Willow trousers, and they're named after my niece Ophelia. So she's Ophelia Willow, is her second name, and she has started watching my YouTube videos now as well, which I think is just so sweet. She came over yesterday. I was looking after her and my nephew, and she told me that she's seen me on TV. So I have to say a little hello to Ophelia because I know she'll be watching this. So yeah, it's so cute, so sweet that she's watching them. We'll start getting her interested in dressmaking from a young age, like Emily. So yeah, these trousers are going to be named after her. So yeah, that's one pattern. I am also working on another, and again, it's something. So this is the pattern that I made for my cousin's wedding a couple of weeks or last month when we went to it. And although it's a fairly, I mean, obviously I think it's a fairly simple hack to make, but I know that's not going to be the case for everyone. So I've decided I'm going to do it as a pattern, and I think I have the name for it, but we'll not say it yet. So it is basically like quite a simple shift dress at its core. So there will be that option for shift dress, but I have used the Emily, the same blocks that I used for Emily, as my starting point, which means that with the Emily add-on pack, you will be able to add sleeves to this as well. So you'll be able to do sleeveless and no sleeves. So I might actually, there will be probably, well, I'll maybe do a video on how you can then use this bodice to adapt the Emily bodice to be sleeveless as well, which I think would be a really nice option. So we have essentially quite a plain sort of like shell top, but on the back it has a massive pleat. So it comes right the way across, and on the dress I made for the wedding, it nearly gave that illusion of like a cape. But I think in this linen, so this is the dead stock linen that I've had from a couple of years now from our local factory, it nearly gives the impression of a cape. But yeah, in this linen or in like a more structured cotton, it's going to be so, it's just going to hold that shape so well. It's going to be so nice. The fabric I used before was very drapey and light and had loads of movement, whereas I think this is going to give a really different shape. And I think, and it's, so I actually had planned to make this for last weekend to wear with my lobster shorts, because this sort of like clay salmony sort of pink matches one of the shades in the lobsters. So I had thought about wearing it then, but I didn't get it made in time. But I also think the top that I wore with my lemon trousers, the brown one with the like coil neck back, I really love it. And I love that it's, I wear a lot of t-shirts during the summer with all my different trousers, but I think I want a few more sort of summery tops that aren't just basic tops and not just t-shirts. I want something a wee bit different, but I don't want anything too dressy either. So I think this is going to fill that hole for me, where it has that wee bit of like interest on the back. It's not just a plain top, but it is at the same time. So this one is going to be cropped, but not super cropped. It should hit sort of around the waistband of the trousers, which is what I'm looking for, because they are a high-waisted trouser. And then I am also going to do a dress option. So again, I feel like this is the sort of thing, like a really easy, simple dress to throw on during the summer, but also something then that will work really well during the winter, layer it up. Obviously then we can add on the sleeves for Emily, so that's going to make it really like a plain dress but with the longer sleeves, which I think is going to work really well. So without the gathered skirt, if you don't like that gathered skirt, it's just going to be sort of straight down. So I have this cotton, I think it's a poly cotton blend. I have it cut out and I have pinned the darts in place, but I haven't actually started making it. I had to order fabric for an alteration I was doing for a customer, and I got it from Dalston Mills, and whenever I was on. I had a quick look through. They're like new arrivals, and I spotted this and I just really liked it. So I thought I'd give it a go. It wasn't too expensive and it's perfect for doing this sort of wearable toile in these development stages. So I think with brown sandals and like a straw bag, this is going to be so nice and perfect for actually bringing on holidays. Really easy to throw on, be able to work with trainers too if I want to. So yeah, I'm hoping this turns out really well, really nice too. So this one's just going to be a plain back. There's going to be no pleat or anything on it. So yeah, and I'm toying with the idea of a third back option, but I don't know. I think I might leave it. I might try and be sensible. But then again, I do like having all the options. I'm not sure. I think with the shoulder, no, I don't think the other one's going to work. We're going to stick with 2 options. And then obviously there'll be the extra options to add on with Emily. So yeah, that's how my new patterns are going. I'm really excited. I'm very excited to see how this one turns out because I think this is going to fill one of those last wee holes in my wardrobe. I have a few tops, like summery tops, but I just don't reach for them as much. Like the Fibre Mood Uzma, so it's like a sort of square neck, boxy, thick straps, and then the Helen's Closet Reynolds dress on top. I have a few of them, but I just don't reach for them that often. So I think this is going to be perfect for filling that gap. Really hope it will. And I have loads of like smaller bits of cotton and viscose that will be perfect for making this in as well. So yeah, that's how my plans are going at the minute. I had a really productive week, not last week, the week before, getting loads of samples and stuff done. And then this week's just been a wee bit slower, but then I have been working on getting everything digitized and ready for actually grading then. So I think this week, hopefully, I'll see a big progress on all of that. I have sent the trouser pattern already to Jen, so she's going to try it out for me as well. And I have a few other people who are ready to test it. And yeah, I think it shouldn't be too long before these ones are ready because they are fairly simple, fairly quick patterns. They'll be nice and easy to sort of knock out before the end of summer because I mean, given recent summers, we haven't had as much of a need for really summery clothes, but this year has changed all that. So it's been good to have the need for more summery items. And it's nice to then have that sort of motivation to find things that are actually going to work in my wardrobe too, and work for me. So yeah, that's how I'm getting on. I will keep you all updated, obviously, with the progress. And yeah, I hope everyone's having a lovely summer and getting to enjoy the weather. I think it's cooling down a wee bit now, which is nice, but hopefully not for too long. So yeah, I will hopefully be back next week with another little update, and I will chat to you all then. Bye.